Scorpion.
This is too good to be true.
Wow.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute?
Electro, Rhino, and Scorpion. I'm even more excited for this game now. What we got next? Green Goblin? I don't know.
Don't let up!
Oh my god, I cannot wait. This is gonna be so good.
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose.
Yep.
What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro. Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Huh.
Gotta stop this guy. If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop. But I'm flattered that you still try.
I wonder if we're doing Sinister 6 with this game. That'd be so cool. I wonder if they're going to do any of the symbiotes. Venom, Carnage, Toxin, Scream, Hybrid. Oh! Is that? Vulture!
We're going to have so much fun.
Oh. They're really pulling out a lot of villains. Oh my god, this is going to be so good.
Have a look.
No, 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 come on!
Looks like the entire population of the rat.
Why you do this? Why couldn't you have froze during the Death Stranding stuff? Don't freeze during Spider-Man.
I gotta get you out of this building. I need you to be brave right now.
Tired of seeing you, Rock.
Hold on tight.
Ugh. I want to see more Spider-Man. What more villains are there?
I got this.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Come on. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Wow. This is not good. This is not good. Not good at all. Of course it had to do it in the game I'm most interested in. There we go. Finally. Oh, there's Mega Man. Are you kidding me?
He said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
Oh my god, this lag. I just want to see the gameplay. Give me the gameplay. I need this game now. Ooh. Oh crap. What is this for the Jedi? Father, please! Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh.
You?
Huh? You? What? What did he see? I kind of heard like a growl, kind of like venom. Oh, come on. Don't leave us hanging. What are you doing?
Ellie. I think they should be terrified of you.
Do not hesitate.
So wait. I sincerely hope not. I sincerely.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great worldwide studios.
Are you kidding
A little
me?
more to share here. Coming right up, we're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here. Just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they have a new game announced?
Let's go.
Oh, there's no time. Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ready.
It's just the embodiment.
I'm ready.
of
Sucker
that.
punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Resident Evil 2.
I'm
Come on.
speechless
That looked
because
so good.
that
I know a
was-
lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that,
Oh,
that
so good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder
Yes.
camera action. That's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So, awesome stuff.
Yeah,
Ryan?
nice and gory.
As Meredith said backstage, Death Stranding. We now have more questions.
Yes. Wait,
questions.
more
They
questions.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of
barely
gameplay
showed
in there, and
anything.
kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people
So it's
consume
just like Sony's
strange and
version of the
unusual.
Treehouse.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
Yeah, that was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
I don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer. Really looking to just... I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like... I don't know what I was looking at. But it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked
That was incredible. We have these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
So many.
Spider-Man was not in
Yeah.
a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Oh, okay. So I want to see what this is.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it's quite a departure from the kinds
Screw
of games that we
you
sort of know them
guys.
for, but it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Stop trying to push VR. Oh my god. Japan Studios talent is being wasted on this. Can I play without VR?
Aren't you excited?
No.
You're going to be a fairy
Oh, frickin' boy.
and live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
What? Mansion Simulator 2019. Let's do it. Oh, okay. We get in some house with memories. Okay. Oh, the cat! The cat! Go back to the cat! I want to see the cat! Select the link. Deracine.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet.
So it is only
certainly
VR.
A compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac.
We sure
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen.
Hey,
welcome
how
to
you
the program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Happy to be here.
And I'll kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you people wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna show off the New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah,
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
In there.
We're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of Spider-Man.
pretty much. So I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
yeah,
All right.
the game is, you know, a lot of people were like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it didn't have to be like a main story edition. But in between things like you saw on the raft or showed let back at last E3, you can just swing around.
Some audio
New York City and have
difficulty
fun.
there.
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go.
You guys gotta fix your audio, man. What the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, this. Oh God.
Oh, this is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
Got this game pre-ordered. I cannot wait.
That's right.
It's gonna be so freaking
awesome this game is.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, you know, I think the part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and, you know, to have, you know, not only just a great story, but have
I'm glad they're focusing on multiple villains. I was a bit worried that it was just going to be like a singular story or so, but there's like multiple villains that are within this game.
Experience,
I like
but
that.
But at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, it's living within New York City and seeing that. So, you know, Adam is he's one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that.
Somebody needs to go back to a regular showing next year. This is
at the same time, have the level of
really
mastery and to
underwhelming.
really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really satisfying.
I want to punch him after I stick him to the
Thing that's been
wall.
really fun in these last, you know, I would say last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break was every week I feel like I'll take the game home or I'll be playing one night and then I'll come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could do that. So I think there's a lot of that, there's that sandbox nature to it as well. So, I mean, obviously you can, you know, we're going to teach mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, you know, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay.
I'm going to go find the tallest building.
Spider-Man's a very expressive
I'm gonna
character.
jump
We want
off.
players to express that, whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, these animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for, you know, just fluid.
Car's like, what the hell, Spider-Man?
A lot of lessons
Driving
from previous games and really like hone in on those when you were
Oh,
developing.
yeah. You can do basic like wall climbing, not just the running up. That's cool.
You know, from Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game, and I was like, see, we should make it.
See?
And I think
You waved your phone around in the whole studio.
Exactly, we took that kind of mentality and we just injected our kind of our personality, but also, you know, what do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, you know, it was really great.
There's a lot of side quests. I want a lot of side
Probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man, and they said they want to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year.
Oh yeah, I knew Kingpin was in there.
Have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this traversal. I mean, just the fluidity of just moving over great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun just moving around, and that's when you know you've got a great game.
Okay, so so you know how I kind of said like experimenting, but like sometimes, I mean, game development, we're in meetings a lot.
I
and then
love
sometimes
being able to
you
use the
take a break.
environment.
And what I used to find myself doing
That's
was
cool.
swinging around New York City, it was almost like therapeutic.
I hope we have a lot of
It's just kinda
upgrades for Spider-Man.
when I play other games, I just walking or running or even
This
taking a
is gonna
car.
be so
It
cool.
feels so more natural
It's
now
gonna be
just
so
to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery as they play and get
What
better.
was that? Hold on a second. That's very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire. It's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This
Yeah.
is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus meter is basically, there's kind of a risk reward.
stuff
As
you
build
can
focus,
do.
you can use it to heal.
Since having a religious
It's just incredible.
Okay, thank you.
That
the
is
team worked
amazing.
really hard on it, really hard.
Clearly.
And the idea is the focus is kind of a way it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself
what
or
the
you
hell?
can kind of, if
Yeah.
you get built up the bar a certain way, you
okay.
can actually pull off a finishing move. So, as you play the game, you kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, as with his experience being under the mask for so many years now.
Yep,
and
8
your
years.
Story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like, is it in the origin story? I'm like, no. That was like, after we decided that the webs were definitely attached to the buildings, we decided it's not going to be an origin story.
But back to the combat. I mean, Spidey's experience. He has access to a lot of different techniques and technologies. How do you balance out his experience with the fact that you don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
I really that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
Like
and
this guy
our
right
designers,
here.
like Adam, and really going, okay, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. Finding those right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit powers. And it's kind of giving over time. If we just, one thing with something like E3, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So we just, normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the
so
game
that
where
was
it makes
the
most
for the
sense to
demo.
teach those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I gotta say, this game is
Beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely
I guess
gorgeous.
that's
This is,
okay.
this is just, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just
we're
see
seeing
that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, if you guys watched the press conference, right?
Sure.
You saw all those games, those first-party games, and they all have a level of polish. And to be
All
in a
those first-party
press conference
games?
with
You mean
the
like
likes of
all
Naughty Dog,
4 of
Sucker
them?
Punch, Kojima Productions. We are very honored to be, and we know there's a certain level of polish that people expect from a PlayStation game, especially a first-party game. So we want to be considered right up there.
Well,
And not to mention also from the Marvel, Marvel
Of
fans
course.
expect to have that perfect experience.
of course.
May I just ask real quickly, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and
Yeah, see, a lot of people online are even saying it's
this is an amazing
been
industry,
underwhelming.
and to be
There was
part of it
some
is one thing,
decent
but to work on something
surprises,
you truly
the
love
Kingdom
is
Hearts
something
3
that
stuff and Resident
when
Evil
you were
2
a
and
little
stuff,
kid
but like
thinking,
this has
oh my
been
God,
very
can I work on a Spider-Man game, let alone video
underwhelming.
games, is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe.
I'm always excited to see more Spider-Man,
and
but
to work with
the game comes out in a couple months. I'll be playing in a couple months. I'm ready to see some new stuff. I really wanted to see the Medieval remake.
I couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten.
I just hope this doesn't become a trend for Sony. Like
Sony and
they
Marvel
foregoed a presentation at PlayStation Experience for the little like sort of like sit down talk thing.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown
That was
away by
boring.
that?
Then they're doing this for
But we
E3
do have
this
a
year.
limited
This
amount
is
of time
boring.
here, Brian, you're an industry veteran.
I want them
You've
to
been
go
in
back
the
to the
industry
big
a long time. I know
conferences,
this is a
or
lot
at least
for
do
you.
something like
Yes,
Nintendo's doing with Nintendo
and
Direct.
thank
Do
you,
something where we
Insomniac,
can
for
get like
making
a bunch of
Thank you for having
announcements.
us.
And
Yeah,
for coming
thank
by
you.
as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use this stick right now.
I thought you just want to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Sid, actually. actually, I think a little late or a little earlier, we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the
That's
amazing
right.
experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man.
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before. And so we have people here, they're playing the game. We have a lot of hands-on sessions for folks that are here for the showcase. And the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole, I know her.
Oh, there's familiar faces popping up on the stream.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just, I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed with Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah.
We have something. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
Okay, so it's pretty much done at this point. They revealed all the games in the reveal.
That you can get lost in, and then to come to E3,
the Spider-Man demo was cool.
Build your game. It's
yeah.
It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah.
So these are the guys working on Ghost of Tsushima.
You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other
interesting little
projects,
game,
and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it. So it's just that moment where it shows it is just great.
I think we should show it. Because
I think we should.
Have some of the footage.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just hanging around.
You know, it's just doing its thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this game, first of all, just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way.
Is it the same footage from earlier?
Sophistication as well. I mean, we're going to see here in a minute. Here we go. Get into some combat.
Yeah, we have some highlights from the showcase just shown.
Oh, it's just it's just a rewind from the other stuff.
This is gorgeous.
Look at this.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe I don't know Nate or Jason who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic.
Combat looks fun, but I gotta see more still.
Really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional. I can only assume.
That is pretty much it. I'm gonna cut this.
It is an orchestra. Yeah, like
they've shown everything they're gonna show.
And for even that opening attack that he